Time now for a look at the mayor's chair. Once a week, we check in with local mayors to see what's happening in their community and some of the situations they're dealing with. Joining us tonight in the mayor's chair is Mayor Doug Gervais from the town of Espanola. Mayor Gervais, welcome.
Welcome, and thank you very much for having me today.
I want to start with one of the big things sticking out for me when I think about Espanola. We saw a lot of heartbreak with the closure of the Domtar plant, and then there was news of new life, a new buyer. What's the latest, and where do things stand with the property?
Well, right now, BMI is looking at the mill. They're in the forestry-related industries. They have house-related industries. They want to attract different kinds of business to the property to make an industrial hub that would be a part of the network of industrial properties they own across the country. It's an incredible property with infrastructure, hydroelectric dam, and rail access to the possibilities and are tremendous. Yes, 2025 was an amazing year for Espanola. And like I say, despite the mill closure, the residential development has been at all-time high, with 43 new residential units being built in 2025 alone. So, and the community has come together despite the closure. And I'm really proud, and they should be proud of themselves here in Espanola for sure.
Have the new owners given you any kind of indication if they'll need more people employed under their wing and how soon it might take for them to be up and running?
As far as the how soon, it's a hard one because they got to get all their everything together that they need to start. But there definitely will be more hiring of employees for sure. They guarantee that there's going to be, now how many we don't know. The more the better, of course, to get people back to Espanola. That left for work, but yeah, they have said that there will be new hires for sure.
That's great news for Espanola for sure. One thing I wanted to chat with you about is we seem to be seeing a lot of drugs make their way up to Northern Ontario from down south, either to Espanola, through Espanola to Manitoulin Island. Has that been a concern for you, and what have police told you about their drug strategy?
Well, the police have very increased all their ride programs. And they've been doing many stop programs where they stop many vehicles coming through Espanola just to check, and they've really intensified that because we know there's an issue here, and they've been really working. And they've had a couple of breakthroughs in that, and they've got in charge many of the perpetrators for sure.
That's good to hear. Two quick things I want to ask you about before we run out of time. The Espanola Arena had to close this week because of a Zamboni issue. Where do things stand there?
We've replaced the Zamboni right now. We've ordered from a great community of Blind River, helped us out, and we're back in business. And we should have ours shortly going by the next 2 or 3 days, we hope.
That's good to hear for the Paper Kings for sure. Finally, we've got the Rural Ontario Municipal Association meeting coming up. You're going to have a chance to maybe talk with some provincial ministers as we head into this new year. What's at the top of Mayor Gervais and Espanola's wish list?
We're going to be talking about infrastructure money, grants that we can obtain. And we're trying a couple other delegations for just to see what we can do in the surrounding area so we can work better with other communities. Those are a couple of the highlights for us.
That is Mayor Doug Gervais from the town of Espanola.